Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Last episode, we went and explored through Northweald, and I'm going to run back to do something. And, managed to accomplish quite a bit. We managed to get these people saved. Just had to take someone prisoner. We found out what happened with, this guy who fell, and we managed to finally complete, Sagani's quest. We're also able to get the last upgrade here. We just need at least 28 might. And I know how to do that now. We need a rest. So let's head over to Hearthsong. I think we can rest there in order to get what we need. We're going to go to the Temple of Hylia after that. Actually, better idea. Head to Cadnua.
Last thing the deer would need is another...
Okay, we're in Cadnua. Since we're over here, we may as well go turn in the last bounty. But the point is, at Cadnua we can rest and gain a +3 bonus to strain, to might, which is a good thing to have. With that +3 bonus, we can then cast a certain spell that Durance has, which will give us another +10, and that will be enough to actually complete the sword. Let's just turn this in first. Alright, you.
Hello.
I'm here for the bounty on Devwin. Ah, good, here's the bounty. You've taken down some dangerous foes. Impressive work. Kith know they can count on you. I've still got a few more for you, though, if you fancy getting your hands dirty again. Let's see, there's a pack of wizards with a price on their heads. Then there's another bounty offer from the Glenfathan tribes. Last one's going to be rough. Ever tangled with a Vithrak before? Yes. Tell me about the wizards. Now this one... Ah, looks like someone crossed the Domenals. High Arcanist Isley. She and her cabal of wizards are holed up in the tower in Heritage Hill. The Glenfathan bounty. The bounty's for Narok the Prophet, a Glenfathan exile, who was banished from his tribe for his, extreme views. Narok's a cipher, and it seems like he's taken an interest in an Anguithan site north of Gilded Vale, Cleant Lee. Several tribes have pulled together the coin for his bounty. They say they don't want him tampering with some machine out there. I'm going after the Vithrak. Well, one of their exarchs, this Circle, has turned up in Pearlwood Bluff with some of his kin. His offer's unsigned, but it seems like someone doesn't want him sticking around. You know what? Yes. Yes, I dare say we will take care of this. We'll take the rest. We'll go with the might bonus. There it is. And let's go take care of these. So we've got Cleant Lee, Pearlwood Bluff, and Heritage Hill. We can take care of these without much of a problem, I think. Even if they are tough bounties. Yeah, take this. Let's go. Cleant Lee is right there. Okay, that's easy. Now our might is 19. Once we find them, there they are. Okay, you all go in, except you're gonna cast this spell on her. And just to add in the ease for this... Oh, Narok is down. Hunter, there we go. And all spellbound upgrades are completed. We get a +5 to will, a +1 to resolve, immunity to frightened and terrified. It's superb, and grant outmaneuvering. Attack will instead of deflection if will is lower. Ooh. That sounds very useful. Alright, loot the bodies. Allard Dur. Unique medium armor. Interesting.
No problem.
Alright, let's take care of the next one. We've got Heritage Hill, 2 days. Pearlwood Bluff, 2 days. Okay, go to Heritage Hill. Okay, tax collected. Boom, boom, boom. That's good. Now, it's in the tower, so let's run over to the tower. Now that we've actually accomplished our task here, and the sword is very nicely upgraded. Oh, it is quite a good sword. The question is, where in the tower are they? Probably on a higher floor. Go up one level. So are they on this floor? Yep, there they are. There's that one. Almost. Oh wow, that's actually a lot of healing they were getting for a moment there. But it wasn't enough. Oh, the Guardian was charmed. Okay. Well, now he's dead. And we've got Pretty Pretty's Rib, a unique rod. Damage reduction bypass, and attack speed. Grimoire of the Elements, Sorcerer's Volume, those don't matter. Okay, mission complete, now to Pearlwood Bluff. Okay, so somewhere around here is a Vithrak. And this area is not very big, we'll probably be able to find it fairly quickly. Think we found it. Yep, Vithrak. Kill him. One.
Let's go.
Last one. And there we are. Not bad at all. We've got Quisic Glass. Unique light armor with might bonus. Not the worst. Alright, let's go bring this back. May as well. Hold on, quest. Go ahead, assign there, go take care of it. Thank you. Now, moving on.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Oh, look at that. Gata. Oh no, Gata and Animancer requests a prisoner, but then she left. Well, damn. Oh well. Anyway, run to turn this in. Okay, turning in the bounties. Isley's dead. I'll, drop a word with one of the Domenel's agents. Here's the pay they had on offer. I brought Narok's head. Good. Last thing we need is ciphers tampering with ancient machines. Nothing good can possibly come of it. Here you are, you've earned it. There's one less Vithrak in the world. Circle is dead. Ugh, horrid creatures, aren't they? If the client's not interested, I may just stuff and mount this one myself. In the meantime, here's your bounty. And that's all the bounties. Perfect. Now with
Not
all
as beautiful as the Anguith.
Now with all that handled, let's continue onwards. Back to what we were doing. Hey, to the waterline completed. Huzzah. And we got Ivera's diving helmet. Another one? We already have one. Okay, fine. But anyway, we need to go back and deal with the dragon. But we're going to make a stop on the way. Because I think there's something we need in Elmshore. Hireling payday. Huzzah. Yes, I think... it's supposed to... a wealthy noble has arrived. Okay, sure, Lord Sidrock is here again. But I think... aha! A shard-winged songbird. Interlocked and concave, the iridescent green feathers of this bird resemble crystalline scales. When startled, it completely freezes on the spot, only to resume its slow singing once it feels safe again. Right, we needed one of those. Okay. Moving on. I think there's one in Hearthsong as well. Mainly, I just figure we may as well try and pick these things up. But I believe this is just part of a quest. Simple one involving gathering up some songbirds. We may as well. I think the third one is going to be where the dragon is. Okay, I think in here. There you are,
Well, there's
Lency.
wisdom to you.
Dillum sent me to collect rare songbirds. She stares at you blankly for a moment before shaking her head. That fop Dillum sent you? No, absolutely not. Eating my beloved pet won't grant that fool musical prowess. The only thing he'll get is an upset stomach and the pain of passing a beak. There's a forest full of birds. Mine's not for sale. Why would Dillum believe that eating birds will help? Old folklore gone awry. Orlans, particularly those raised in the Farless, still seem to believe that by eating noteworthy creatures they can gain the desirable traits of their prey. It's false. Eating a spider doesn't give you 8 legs any more than eating ivy lets you sprout berries. If Dillum wants to be a better singer, he should try practice, not superstition. Animals aren't ours to cage. I don't think you or Dillum should have it. The bird should be free. Well, it's not like the bird is a prisoner. I mean, he has a little bit of room to fly in there. You just want me to set Beaker free so you can snatch him and send him to Dillum. Dillum isn't getting the bird. I'll release it somewhere safe. You won't have to worry about Mr. Beaker being unhappy. So he'll keep me up all night. Just take him. Bring him into the forest and set him free. Now be gone. Didn't that count? Tends to live in the underbrush and usually near larger structures. Hold on. Unfortunately, I think I have to do this. I'll do the cruel resolve option. You wouldn't. Why would you want to kill poor little Beaker? What did he do to you? Her face trembles as her eyes well up. Look, I don't want any trouble. Take the bird and be gone. May your soul rot and make you feel hollow. Oh, we actually need to... Oh, never mind. Hold on. Never mind. We'll do the intellect option.
Traveler.
Now we pick this up. TM Songbird. The red crest of the songbird adorns an otherwise plain plumage of brown and black feathers. The bird seems used to being handled and often begins to sing when left alone for a while. There we go. And now, with that finally dealt with, we can go up to the Temple of Hylia in order to deal with the dragon. And we'll be able to rest there in order to finally get Sigani's bow upgraded. That has been waiting for the last upgrade for a while. Anyway, I'm going to drop down a save before we go up. Okay, and up we go. Let's see. A winding stair hugs the cliffside, providing an impressive view as you work your way higher and higher. Not too far along the path, however, you find your progress interrupted. A large boulder appears to have fallen onto the road from somewhere up above, and it now sits squarely in your way. Examine the area. The boulder is nearly flush with the cliff face, preventing you from passing by on that side. Along the edge of the cliff, however, there is a narrow space just wide enough to follow across to the other side. The boulder's landing is crushed to steps beneath it, however. Use a hammer and chisel to clear the way. Chiseling away at the boulder proves a slow and wearying endeavor, especially when several sections of the boulder prove too hard to carve through, forcing you to aim elsewhere. After a long while, your efforts pay off and a section of the boulder splits away. You hear the echoing clatter of the rocks tumbling down the side of the cliff. The ground seems to stir something overhead. A shadow crosses the path, quick as lightning, and vanishes before you can catch a glimpse of what has cast it. But you do see the rapidly growing silhouettes of several more rocks flung down at you from above. Scrambling to action, the party ducks under a small rocky protrusion along the cliff face, but Aloth stumbles and is left just short of shelter. A sudden hailstorm of fist-sized rocks and scattered debris rains down upon them. Battered and bruised, Aloth leaps the final distance to safety. After a short while, the thundering rumble of falling stones fades away. Your ordeal past, you continue your climb, and the rest of the journey proceeds without incident. At last, you find yourself at the base of a final twisting set of steps, above which you can see the towering pillars of Hylia's nest. And now we must confront the beast. Oh, let's take a look over here first. Taxes collected, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Oh! And we found the Cloud Singer songbird. This bird constantly hides its head under its long wings, their light blue feathers mottled by stripes of gray and white. Despite the reclusive nature of the species, this cloud singer bursts into elaborate songs when nudged. Do I have... No, it's just the same loot I had before. And you have a concussion and bruised ribs. Ugh. Anyway, you have a dragon to deal with. The edges of the bones are brittle and blackened. There it is.
I rather hoped we'd be sneaking up on it.
As you reach the summit of the mountain, a gust of wind stirs the air. You hear a noise like the snapping of sails, and the sky is briefly blotted out. A dragon lands before you, shaking the ground beneath your feet. It draws itself up to its full height and spreads its wings, barring your passage. Its neck, its back, and the ridge of its spine are covered with magnificent plumage. It hisses at you, and while the sound is unlike any language you've ever heard, the beast's meaning is utterly clear.
Vermin invading my nest, threatening my hatchling. You shall feed my young.
A small worm crouches in a corner of the temple behind the dragon. You have young here.
I will protect my last hatchling to the death. And that death will be yours, rodent.
Hylia is the goddess of motherhood, actually.
And of the sky and all winged creatures. Even my kind know of her.
Is that why you came here?
I came to care for my remaining hatchling. My kind requires territory. Few places are safe for our young. This is a lesson that cost me the rest of my brood.
You and your offspring will kill many if you stay. You have to leave. Heat from the beast's roar sears your face. It lashes in a fury of scales and feathers. Well, this is not going to be easy.
Let's go!
Can you cast your blessing? Thank you. Oh, right, you have Scalebreaker, don't you? How about we cast some other spells that'll help out more? Ooh! Consulhat's Crushing Doom. Give that one a go. Oh, that spell. Okay, and it's dead. That was surprisingly easy, comparatively. I wish we'd been able to do that a better way, but sadly. The edges of the bones are brittle and blackened. Will Breaker. That's a new one. And we've got Goldan's Thunir. A unique warhammer. Interesting. Down here we have Pensiavi Mesre. A unique might. Alright. Well, let's do a rest. And Stormcaller is upgraded. We got Bulwark against the elements and Crackling Bolt. Okay. 10% chance to cast Returning Storm on hit, and all the other bonuses. It is a very good bow. I wish we hadn't done things the way we had, but there wasn't much of a chance. Okay, but I guess maybe we could have done it another way, but sadly, this is what happened. Well, let's head back. We will go and turn in the various quests we have. Let's start by going to Old Song. Oh, right, before I do, you will learn nothing from Willbreaker. You already have a Willbreaker, no wonder. Almost wonder if we should have let it stay.
We saw you go up the mountain. Well, what happened?
She means to say that we're both very relieved to see you're safe.
Yes, of course, that too.
The dragon and its young are both dead.
Praise the Sky Mother, and thanks to you too. I told you that an attack was the way to go.
And the Queen of Birds saw fit to bless us with a capable warrior. It is a shame that such a rare champion of the skies had to perish. All winged life is sacred to our goddess. Still, it is better that we can return to worship at the nest. Thank you. Not to presume too much, but you might pray to Helia when you visit Terevron. She is grateful to all who aid her.
I do believe she wanted us to get rid of it. Yeah, travel to Helia's temple. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that quest complete. Now we need to go and deal with these birds. Hopefully he won't actually eat them. Because if so, that would not be good. Maybe we can convince him... What the... Maybe we'll be able to convince him of the foolishness. Great, another vision. Yeah, maybe we can convince this guy of the foolishness of what he's trying to do.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Greetings, friend. How goes the bird hunt? I spoke with Lindsay. She said eating songbirds is just a superstition. It won't help you sing. Nonsense! Dellum shakes his head in disbelief. I know a man who swears by the practice. This has been part of how master chanters refine their craft for ages. Surely a wise woman such as herself would be familiar with the folklore and know that I speak of time-honored truths. Let me ask you this. Do sparrowhawks sing well? Well, they can shriek loudly, but I wouldn't call it melodic. And yet their favorite meal is a songbird. So if your belief is correct, you're saying I should consume sparrowhawk! Oh, wait. Oh, I see. But maybe the sparrowhawk doesn't have a soul, and that's why... you're right, this is silly. I'm just desperate for creative passion, and I'm walking the wrong path to find it. Thank you, my friend. I don't need rare songbirds, I just need to find some inspiration from within. If you'll pardon me, I should stop delaying and write a new song. Okay, we went about that the right way. Was there 2 more quests we need to handle? Hunter Brother. Okay, that one's done, that one's done, that one's done. No, we need to go to the Passage of the Six for that whole Hunter incident. Let's go take care of that, and after that, the episode will be over. In we go to Hearthsong. Alright, head on down to exactly where we need to go. Which is going to be right over to here. And let's see here. Crows? Who are you? Oh no, that's a gold name. Never mind. Okay, Redai, I have news.
Estramore?
You've returned. We hope you've found the truth about my brother's fate. I've concluded my task. It's time to speak with the Anamenfath. What did you see? Where's Fjorm? Tell me! Redai! The truth belongs to all of us, even Arthwin. You know this. Redai hesitates for a moment. He wipes the sweat off his face, leaving traces of red paint on his hands. I'm ready to share the truth with the Anamenfath. And I'll make sure that so is Arthwin. Alright. I've been investigating Fjorm's disappearance. Indeed, Arthwin and Redai have spoken of little else. I do not envy your position, Gallus Anams, yet your testimony may resolve the tensions between the Keepers of the Stone and the Twice-Split Arrows. When you gathered your evidence, I'll call a hearing. Let's begin. I will summon Arthun and Redai. Their fates and the names of their tribes depend on what you will reveal to us. Gallus Anams. Bethel stands at the head of the hall, lit from behind by dozens of candles. She casts a long shadow across the floor. We've gathered to weigh the claims of Arthun and Redai in the matter of Fiorm's disappearance. To that end, we are honored by the presence of a Gallus Anams, whose insight will help us render a verdict. Murmurs of astonishment echo from the front of the hut. We begin with Arthun's claim. He asserts that Fiorm lured him into a confrontation with the Stelgar, and that he slew the beast on his own. Fiorm, he says, exiled himself, fearing that knowledge of his actions would heap shame on the keepers of the stone. As evidence, he brings a fang from the great Stelgar. On the other hand, Redai states that his brother was tricked and murdered by Arthun during the hunt. A hunter of Fiorm's renown would not have fallen in the blood hunt, but by treachery. Her shadow flickers and dances in the candlelight as she looks at you. And now we turn to our Gallus Anams. We ask only that you share your observations, that we may find closure for these two tribes. What fate befell Fiorm? Fiorm is dead. What? Redai stares at you, his face contorted between surprise and anger. He turns to Arthun. How? You puny weakling, how? The Anamenfath whips her neck towards the tribesman. Do not forget your place. Redai's chest balloons, but he quickly lowers his chin in obedience. Arthun's eyes dart from side to side. It saddens us to know this truth, but we must still reveal it deeper. If this is so, how did the giant Stelgar die? Fiorm killed the giant beast. Of course he did! Redai shakes his fist and looks to everyone in the hall. Arthun is just a feeble hunter from the twice-split arrows, and a liar! Silence! Anna Bethel's slitted pupils narrow as she regards you. And now we come to it. Claim the truth for the 6 tribes, Gallus and Anams. Fiorm tricked Arthun and fought the giant Stelgar by himself. They killed each other in the fight. Arthun tried to cover Fiorm's shame, but lied about besting the creature. Your words echo along the passage of the 6 to the solemn audience. Bethel nods. It is as you say. We thank you for sharing your truth with us. The Anamenfath turns to Arthun and Redai. Brothers of the tribes, let these wounds mend. Go in peace and contemplate the shame brought into our hearth. Indeed. She would have a word. She turns back to you. A shame upon both tribes is not what I would have wanted, but we must learn to turn our faces to these hard truths if we are to survive the coming seasons. Your integrity is a boon to us. Please accept this with our thanks. A new quest? Sure, assign you, I guess. And we have Sheathed in Autumn, a unique sword. Okay. And with that, I am going to end this episode here. It went long, yes. Oh, Arthun, do you have something to say? Nope, you just leave. But I will end this episode here. Next episode, the time has come to speak with the gods and gain their favor. Will they be happy with how we handled everything? I can only hope. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Falai. That is Laniara, Palagina, Haravius, Durance, Aloth, and Sagani. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, and I shall see you all next time.